ever since they nerfed the movement speed, especially when you go low. Just mobility in general seems to be almost a little bit of a weakness now for Broodmother compared to old.
For sure, if you just get caught once, it feels like you really can't get away, unlike before. And also, just Brood's been getting a significant amount of playtime so far in China too. She's banned half the time, so this hero is becoming more popular in other regions as well. But yeah, just to speak about the opening picks, the Queen of Pain first pick for Coolguys is not unexpected at all. They have Thug, who's a master tier Queen of Pain. It's actually this team Waga that introduced the safe lane Queen of Pain into the DPC meta.
Yeah, Thug has played Queen forever, basically. He's one of the people that I remember the most going up against in the meta of TA Queen of Pain matchups on mid lane. I think I played against this guy countless times. So yeah, him on Queen is super nice, but they also are flexible. They haven't always put Queen on him.
He plays it very well.
Exactly.
Too. So they always have that ability to flex this hero between two players who are very comfortable on it, which is always very important. And the thing that they paired Queen of Pain with the most historically has been Mars, so I wonder if they're going to look for a Mars pick here. It doesn't seem so bad actually versus the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, it's a good way to lock him in place. Also, I'm curious about their second support. They've played Lich before together with Grimstroke, a very classic duo, so strong if you get Soulbind Chainfrost out. And over on Tundra, Spirit Breaker and Puck, two quite hard heroes to lock down in their own ways, Bulldoze or just elusiveness of Puck.
My issue with Lich here would just be that they have a Queen of Pain and a Grimstroke too. It just seems like their backline is a bit too squishy, but I feel like if they pair it up with two durable frontline type heroes, they could definitely make it work. I doubt we'll be seeing something like that though, but just to theorycraft a little bit, it actually wouldn't be so bad with the Frost Armor versus Spirit Breaker even.
Yeah, it's decent, but I think it could go well if you did what you were saying there, picking something like a Mars or some other big space creating frontliner would make it easier to protect that squishy backline. A Disruptor. Okay.
So Disruptor makes sense, right? Because you're playing versus Spirit Breaker. It's an easy way to catch him just with Glimpse when he charges away. But more importantly, it's got the instant silence of Static Storm just so you can place it on top of Puck.
Yeah.
Because Puck is only very problematic in games when you have no lockdown for him, no way to catch him. He just does so much around the map, especially if you have a backline hero like Grimstroke. And also Disruptor.
Yeah.
So it's going to be his job here, just make sure that Puck isn't getting out of control in these teamfights.
Yeah, he's fantastic for both that and even just to bother Puck. If you put the Disruptor Q on Puck, it's one of those nukes that are quite annoying to deal with. It makes it difficult for you to get your Blink Daggers out, and Puck doesn't really want to waste phase shift just on a nuke from Disruptor. So I like it. This feels very much like a reaction pick, more so than something pre-cooked, this Disruptor here.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's going to make it so that their next two picks have to be in the archetype that we talked about. The durable, initiator, damage soak type of heroes. Maybe even a Kunkka if it's still... Oh, it's banned out.
Yeah, they banned it last on Tundra. And Tundra are going to go with the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, we were talking about this hero earlier. On the panel, it's one of Tundra's flex picks. They're comfortable playing it on Skeeter, and they're comfortable playing it on Fada, so...
Oh, I like this. This is already setting up to be a brutal teamfight combination. When you have Puck, Gyrocopter, and then Vacuum from Darkseer with a wall, this is very tough to fight into unless you have BKB on. I mean, this is a strong early power spike.
And you've got Ion Shell on Spirit Breaker, which is just really nice. It enables that hero that much more. But more importantly, Coolguys don't actually have any stuns. Their only catch is going to be the Soulbind or the Glimpse back. So Surge can be very effective here. You can just Surge a hero and they get away, right? Unless they commit one of their two valuable spells. And if you're pressing Soulbind on a Gyrocopter so he doesn't run away and Surge, then you're not pressing it on Puck or Spirit Breaker, which is what you really want to do versus these heroes.
Yeah, I really love Surge against. You already have 3 different slows on Coolguys, so Surge is good for just getting people out of trouble here, like you say. And now Coolguys digging into their time. They got 30 seconds to come up with. Probably going to be their offlaner coming in. Oh, going with the PA. Okay, fair enough. Another hero that they do enjoy. They've had good success with PA.
Yeah, so PA Grimstroke. It's probably going to be a Disruptor 5, but generally that combo is very good, especially with the Shard, can do a lot. But they're still so squishy, Waga. The things we were talking about, having no hero to absorb that damage, that's still going to be a problem. Whatever offlaner they pick here last is going to have so much on his shoulders.
What I identify here is that Coolguys lineup the power spike that I saw or mentioned for Tundra here, which is very early, the pre-BKB power spike of Tundra's lineup, is going to be a problem for Coolguys until PA gets that BKB online. And I'm not sure what last hero will be able to create enough space here for PA, because that's basically what you need. You need to allow PA to have the time to get her items online.
I understand picking PA because she's strong in lane versus Darkseer. She can dagger farm from a distance, blink out of danger, but this hero is just... It's going to struggle once they start charging in and just running them down nonstop. It does not look like a good PA game for me.
I don't love her against this lineup because you have a potential break from Spirit Breaker as well.
With the shard, I was going to mention that.
Yeah, and there's almost exclusively magic damage, which is PA's honestly biggest weakness. Either that or a MKB carry in the late game. But she has so much evasion, she has rather low HP and high armor, so magic damage is the biggest threat for her. So I'm a little bit concerned for Coolguys draft this far. I think I'm a little bit more in favor of Tundra so far.
I would say so. I don't really see how Coolguys are going to survive against this early mid-game aggression once Tundra hits their power spike. But let's see what they have last here. It really feels like a Mars to me, but even the Mars is not going to be enough. They're going to be far too dependent on Arena to actually take these fights, and Mars isn't a hero who's online all the time.
Could be a Magnus, even though it's not online all the time. It plays into PA with the Empower. Still available in the pool here. I think that could, Mars identified here by Tundra as well, so they agree. That would be a good fit for Coolguys. But I pretty much am down to Magnus here for Coolguys. I feel like that could fit really well.
There's also an option in Underlord, which has been seeing a little bit more playtime this DPC. It can kind of be that hero to just build auras and help defend towers. Also just extra roots for their mobility heroes like SB, Puck, Darkseer.
Yeah, he does fit well against Spirit Breaker and Darkseer for sure. I'm just not a big fan of Underlord because I feel he can't really help much if the enemy team just ignores him. He doesn't create that front line if the enemy just go around him. I prefer heroes who have a reliable stun more so than the Pit of Malice.
I'm not too keen on Coolguys' draft, to be honest. I'm trying to think of a hero that could salvage the mid-game for them, but none come to mind really.
Oh, great pick. That is a hero that destroys both Queen of Pain and PA.
And it's such a high-tempo hero.
Yeah.
It's going to hit that aggressive timing very, very well. It's not a carry that's going to sit back and farm.
Is that once again a hero that is coming online before that BKB power spike?
It is, but at the same time it can solve the BKB as well. So if you just have a BKB on PA and you feel ready to fight, say Queen of Pain goes for a Kaya and Sanj build and is kind of greeting it up, then all you need to do is just rupture PA and suddenly she's going to sit there. She can't really move around. It's a hard counter type pick. But obviously, if the game goes late enough, Tundra's lineup is not really about hard carrying this game. They want to take control early and dominate.
But I would say that the late game potential of Spirit Breaker and Darkseer is actually pretty potent. It can be pretty underrated here. So even in the late game, I can see Tundra taking it easily.
Yeah, they could. It is probably their like weakest point, but they're still rounded, and you got like stuff like Aghanims on Puck could still help late game a lot.
For sure. So just to talk about this Dragon Knight really quickly, this is pretty much the only thing left in the pool that can be a blink initiator, go into the stun and soak up a lot of damage. Dragon Knight fits the bill very well, but my concern is it going to be enough here, Waga?
I'm not really feeling it. This DK is a bit too passive of a hero in my mind, and he's not gonna create the amount of space that I think PA needs. I think she's very hungry for your team to almost be able to 4v5 while she's just farming. And I'd rather see the Empower farm that was available. They didn't want to go for it.
But I think if they went for the Empower farm, they would have just got completely run over. The thing is, DK is kind of dependent on you blink stun a hero, you burst it really quickly, and you rinse and repeat.
You say an important word there, though. Blink. Is he going to have enough time to farm that?
He's not going to struggle too much on lane, I would say.
It's probably one of his first items, yeah.
It's the DK. But so they don't even have that much burst. They're going to have the Sonic Wave in the early game, and they can depend on that to get a few key kills early on. But until PA is ready to fight, this Quap and Grim are not going to burst anyone from full of this DK stun.
Let's see how it's gonna play itself out. My panel's painting a little bit of a grim picture for Coolguys, but perhaps they can prove them wrong. Let's head over to our commentary team of Odie Pixel and Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, game one ready to go here between Tundra and Coolguys. Jenkins, yeah, we've heard as the panel says, a little bit of a difficult matchup, of course, for Coolguys coming into this. Do you think they've dealt themselves any favors here with this draft, or do you think it's going to be a difficult one?
They can snowball. You know, anytime you have a DK, Queen of Pain, you can run at towers, you do a lot of damage, make some space for the PA, get the 2-item timing. Sure, yeah, they've definitely got a shot when it comes to that mid to late game timing.
Oh, I like this already. Coolguys ready for action at level 1. Coming over to Tundra's half of the map, the only one around though, snaking. So not going to quite get a jump on anybody. Tundra fully aware of what's going on here, keeping themselves at a safe distance. We're going to see DNC coming and get a deep ward down. I think it was outside of the range of 33, so they might not quite expect that. Well, no, he's walking around here, so if they do head up and catch a glimpse of him, they'll know what's up. That's playing to the edge of the vision there, DNZ. And he might just have gotten away with that.
Huh, they ward that and then still choose.
They're still hanging around.
But they're going to eventually ditch. Spirit Breaker Darkseer, pretty difficult to fight into these heroes at level 1. Tanky hero running at you with an Ion Shell. Oh, never mind, just kidding.
Yeah, they're going to go back in on this and start trying to trade with them. See if Fodder and Snaking can finish off DNZ here. Thug trying to hold back Snaking here with the slow of the dagger. I'll chase him back to the lane here. So we'll see what sort of lane setups we are going to get. Mid lane, of course, is going to be 9 on the puck against the Quap. Yeah, overall, it was just the split there on the bounty. So it's looking at some of these lane setups. Where's the best start here potentially for Coolguys? Is there any of these setups going to favor them in the start?
You know, I feel like DK will do fine against the Bloodseeker. I also think that when you have PA Grim, you can potentially rotate the Grimstroke to that lane and get some sort of kill between the Disruptor, the PA, and the Grimstroke. So I think we're probably going to be looking at like 5 or 6 minute mark for big rotations.
Yep.
The DK to push towers, they have a Grimstroke to rotate. The classic 6 Mango build on Disruptor.
I like it. Are you a Mango fan on your supports, or?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it guarantees that you're going to have a good first like 2 to 3 waves, and that is oftentimes when you lose lanes, right? So it's one of those things that it's like, sure, you're going to have a support that's under-farmed, but you're going to make sure that you have a carry that is farmed.
Oh, let's see how much Thug's able to make out of that top lane against what will indeed be quite a scary duo. Once they have a few levels under their belts there on this Spirit Breaker Darkseer. As we see, yeah, DNZ just trying to do his best to keep them low. It's going to be tough. Heroes will get pretty tanky early on, so won't care too much about that Thunderstrike harass.
Yeah, Snaking in that lane too just went max regen for the Thunderstrike. And this lane, the mid lane, it's one of those lanes that used to be very favored towards the puck. Nowadays, the mid lane is kind of just a farm fest on both sides, and I think that's exactly how this matchup will go as well. Snaking, just full tank items, full stats, probably sending out some extra regen on the career. Yep, Tango's coming in for him. I think that's smart. A lot of the time you might want to go for boots on Spirit Breaker just so you can, you know, manipulate the creep equilibrium, go behind tower, go to those camps, that sort of thing. Also bash for more damage, but now he knows that all they need to do is get to level 3 on Darkseer Spirit Breaker, and they're super happy up here. Even cutting waves and just letting the Darkseer take it on his own.
We'll see Noob. Just maybe coming over to think about grabbing the bounty coming up, but looks like he wants to stick to the lane, make sure he doesn't miss out on any of these waves.
Dude, that's crazy. Those wards are right on top of each other. If only they knew. Like, when do you see that happen?
That is pretty rare.
Yeah, I think that's something that can only happen in the current meta where people are like smoking level 1 to place those wards. Because otherwise,
someone's going to see it.
One of them would see it.
Yeah. Oh, one lane. Let's try and make moves on Safado. We'll see if the two of them have the damage. Certainly going to be able to bring him pretty low here. No, not quite having the movement speed to keep up with him. And Funnick wants to return to the lane anyway. Omar,
very
classic
enthused about
Fada cam
it.
there, as they're the classic Fada, Dota face there from the lad.
I've been forced to play Gyrocopter again. God damn it.
Well, you mean he loves it?
Yeah,
he loves
like
it.
He really
loves
looked
playing
like it.
He loves playing his
I
Gyro.
didn't realize how much armor this hero has at level 1. 7 armor on Gyro. I definitely understand.
That is a lot, yeah. Yeah.
It's cool that he's running in and he's tanking like that. But that's clearly intentional that he's doing that because, you've got a higher armor hero. You're going to send out regen. Gets a 2/3 pull off, 3/4 pull, I should say.
What's going on mid? It's moved up to the tier 2.
What the hell
4
is
minutes
going
in.
on mid? That is a great question.
Yeah, all right.
What the hell?
The lane is on the move. Bottle top lane, 33. Oh, Thug just goes in for the kill. That's going to be first blood for the PA up top. That's a big kill to start the game off there for Thug.
Dire's top tower is
PA actually has a lot of kill threat when you have the Orb of Corrosion. That plus the Dagger Slow is quite significant. I've seen her get a lot of first bloods lately, actually.
Yeah, well played by Thug. I mean, obviously the pressure is on him in that lane, but CS is still fine. 21 last hits and getting a first blood. He's going to be very happy. Bottom lane. Let's see the attempt made on a Funnick. The homing missile setup into the blood right. Of course, Funnick, as the DK's pretty tanky. Skeeter's trying to bring him down low. We'll be able to chase him out and finally take him down. Maybe they can get Omar here as well. Diving under the tower, they certainly do. Both heroes going down on the bottom lanes, taking time top. Tundra getting aggressive onto Thug, chasing him right up to the tier 2 tower. Of course, they won't be able to dive this and may have moved in a little too far. DNZ's going to try and set up a potential turnaround here. Thug's a little low, but they'll start to salve the PA back up. See if Thug's able to get a chance to get back in. 33 still full HP though, and with an Iron Shell on, not an easy target. TPs are going to be coming over from Omar, looking to help turn this one around. The vacuum into the Iron Shell, it's enough damage to bring down DNZ Thug. He's going to live though. Turns, takes down Snaking. 33 trying to run, but with the extra backup of Omar, he's got to get himself into the trees. If they can find the vision for Thug to jump in, they may just be able to pick up another kill for him as 33 is doing his best to juke through the tree line. He's not got TP for 10 seconds though. So he's going to have to keep hitting for quite some time, and it's enough time for his backup to turn up. Fada, he's moved up to the top lane, but DNZ's back in action. Will find 33 here with the Thunderstrike. Kinetic Field traps him down as well. Now take another kill, and now Fada, he's come up to help, but there's nobody left alive to help as he's surrounded, stuck in the trees by the creeps. Coolguys, they're going to be able to take down Fada as well. Thug waiting for the final clutch with his dagger. He'll get the kill. Over the mid, Tundra, they'll make moves with Snaking in 9 onto Noob. But all in all, that top lane, for all the action that's being brought up there, Thug, I think he's one happy PA, 3-0-1. He's getting involved in quite a lot of action here in the first 6 minutes. Yeah, great rotation from Omar, recognizing that he's got a Dragonite in the bot lane, so there's absolutely no reason that he needs to be down there. He's just going to sit down there, tank up, and CS creeps, not much kill threat. But with the PA, there's a lot of kill threat. See, Thug should be fine. Omar's at his side. The one issue with all of this going on behind the tower up top is that the tower actually took a ton of damage from the creeps while that was happening. And they missed like 2 or 3 creep waves just dying to the tower. So it's not actually as good for Coolguys as it looked, which is reflected in the gold lead here. They get a bunch of kills, but you're losing a tower, you're losing a bunch of creeps. It's about equal, if not favoring Tundra. Yeah, of course, yeah, they had the XP showing that as well. Thug about a level behind Skeeter on the other half of the map. As Skeeter hits the 6, and he's going to go for reaction onto Funnick. TP reactions coming in from Coolguys. And again, Funnick, he can stand to tank a lot of this damage. Noobs in with the counterplay, looking for Fada, but won't have any way to continue to chase down, of course, with the node points in dagger build. No sort of slower setup. So Fada's able to walk it off. Noob, he'll return to farming in that mid lane. But of course, does have Sonic Wave ready to go, ready for potential moves. And we'll have his TP on cooldown, though, for a good minute or so. As 9 is going to make moves up top. And with that in mind, of course, not going to have any Queen of Pain presence here. So Coolguys, they've got to be careful. They're, in fact, backing out straight away. DNZ and Omar know they're easy kills for the puck to take. So they remove themselves completely from that lane. And they'll look to join forces with Funnick down bottom. He's hit the 6. They can look to maybe start putting some pressure onto the tier 1 down here themselves. As top lane, their half of the map, their tower will finally go down to the push of 33. So this is one of those situations, if you're Tundra, the question in your mind right now is, do we TP bot to defend the tower? Because if you do that, naturally you can, send the Bloodseeker top. Yeah. Honestly, you probably want to keep Darkseer top because you can Iron Shell out the wave and just TP other heroes here, and it looks like that is what they're going to do. Let's see if they can slow down this attempt here from Coolguys. As Funnick will pop the Elder Dragon form, but Snaking Fada ready to back up Skeeter on the defense. They'll set up on a Funnick. Funnick's going to go straight for the TP out, but the charge is in. Funnick's escape put to an end. They'll bring down the Dragon Knight, and that is, of course, the first use of the Dragon form put to waste. Nines in with the wraparound, catches the two supports on the attempted retreat with the Dream Coil as DNZ and Omar get taken down. Tundra, they handle that attempted setup of a push from Coolguys perfectly.
That ward right in front of the tier 1 tower, Dire, was super game-changing. As you can see, it's right out of the sentry range. It's kind of in this like weird spot just out of the tower vision where it doesn't get dewarded by that typical safe lane dewarding spot. That's what catches the two supports there on the back line, which I think is a much bigger deal than just catching the Dragon Knight. Now the pressure comes on the mid lane.
Now DNZ and Noob, they're hanging around mid, but Tundra, they've got the numbers. Snaking starts to set up onto DNZ, Nines in with the burst. DNZ gone. Noob's got to be careful. This tower's going down whether Coolguys like it or not.
It's hard for them to defend right now. It kind of feels like the only strong hero is Noob on the Queen of Pain, but he doesn't really have enough, especially without the ult, to you know, take any sort of big engagement. Like Tundra can kind of just run over Coolguys for a little while here.
Nice found Noob, but no Dream Coil for a couple of seconds. He's got it up now. And Noob, this TP is going to be put to an end. Coil's at the ready. Coming back online at a perfect time as Nine has the burst to take him down. Bottom lane Funnick, nice alarm at Toggle. Trying to run away from Fada. Is he going to be able to toggle again? Not against the damage of the Rocket Barrage. Funnick's out. Tundra starting to step it up here. 10 minutes in, leading up to 3k gold advantage, 10-6. And putting this pressure onto towers and also just stopping Coolguys from being able to get that early push together themselves. Funnick being slowed down. This Dragon Knight's just not getting an opportunity to pop his ult and hit any tower.
Yeah, Fada is also level 6, and he is higher level than Funnick, almost, as a position 5. Dragon Knight was left alone in lane. Solo XP. He's absolutely huge on this 5 gyrocopter. And now he's just kind of taking the lane.
Yeah, they're getting a whole lot of farm across the map. 33 is going to start taking this whole jungle for himself.
Yeah, this is one of the nicest heroes to just leave alone in a lane because you're always going to have the creep advantage because you put an Iron Shell on and the enemy team's always going to have to go deal with the creep wave first before coming to try to kill you in the jungle. So that means just any jungle camp you want is yours, like as long as it's adjacent to a creep wave that you're pushing with Iron Shell, which is, you know, every jungle camp, essentially. So there's a big pressure on Thug right now to hit this probably Battle Fury Desolator timing, maybe because of the magic damage on Tundra. He'll go for a BKB instead. I almost feel like he needs the Deso just because they need that damage. But once he gets that second item, he's definitely going to look to fight, and the way that Coolguys wins this game is off the back of a huge PA, because I don't think it's happening with the DK. Queen of Pain, it's a tough co-op game. Like, Puck maybe isn't such a counter in the lane anymore because you don't skill dagger, but in the game still, we saw what the Coil did to this Queen of Pain. It's just such a difficult thing to deal with, and then you've Rupture as well. On top of that, the Spirit Breaker charge.
Yeah. It's not, yeah, it's going to be very hard for Thug. As you say, even if he gets the Deso or the BKB, he kind of needs both, right, to operate against Tundra's lineup. You look at the heroes Tundra have, so much control and things to stop the PA from getting the space to jump freely across the team fight, target to target. And Coolguys, they don't have any sort of support that's going to straight up buff the PA and enable her to go in.
It's like you almost need like a Deso and then kind of almost a lucky engagement, or one where you kill the right hero at the start of it or something like that. You're jumping on backlines. Like, you need to really take the right fight with the Deso, but I imagine probably...
Maybe they can get Fada here. And Fada, he just stands his ground, drops the cooldown. And, well, Coolguys, have they got a glimpse? They... was it on cooldown earlier?
Only level 2 glimpse.
Sure,
so.
but I mean, earlier it was right underneath their noses. I guess they... Maybe didn't have it, or maybe they were a little suspicious of what was behind it. Because Fada very confidently showed his... He's like, I'm going to fight you guys. I'm dropping my ult. And I guess it worked. Coolguys were like, oh, that's a bit spooky.
It definitely worked.
Yeah.
It definitely worked.
Fada just walks it off.
Yeah. So there's the...
Yeah, so he did have glimpse available DNZ, but yeah, not opting for any sort of setup. As He would have been in range here to maybe go for some sort of thing, had the static storm, but they were just scared. Fada he really did. Fada just showed his arm. He's like, whoa, we got to step away from this guy. He's scary.
Yeah, he really, I mean, that was brave. That was brave of him to just walk up the high ground. But no, I really, I know, like, there's a reason that Tundra can play this 5 gyro and a lot of teams don't and can't. And I think abusing this fact that he is actually quite tanky is important.
Okay, they will find Snaking. Trying to take some creeps, and this time no hesitation.
Yeah,
throw it down and lock him out.
That is a highly contested camp, good sir. He was right at the edge of, like, where they could play, I think. He's just like, you know what? My team's farming, I'm going to get farmed. But yeah, you're, you know, playing one of the only jungle camps that Coolguys has that they're comfortable taking right now. Bit greedy, but it happens.
Yeah, and the spaces, yeah, well appreciated by the rest of this team. Tundra's 3 cores right now, as you see. Equally farmed. Everybody's having a grand old time on the farm here for Tundra. Well, as for Coolguys, of course, it is just Thug holding his own. Noob and Funix slipping further and further behind as, yeah, Funix just had a tough time in the lane. And for Noob, he's not really had an opportunity to pop off or get early kills here as the Queen of Pain. It's been a slow start, and that's going to really hurt his snowball potential on the Quap.
It does feel like they could do something with the Disruptor ulti, Grimstroke ulti, and then Noob on the Quap. Like, I feel like now that the supports have some levels, there is a fight that they could take that will look pretty good.
Thug and Omar, they're going to hover around the tower down bottom. Tundra in a very aggressive position here. I mean, they'll be happy to probably even fight underneath some of these towers with the strength they have right now. So Coolguys have got to be so cautious. They're going to go for Fada. This time around, they're not going to fall for holding back. They commit in onto him, and they will get him. Now, see, the question is if they can get out. Thug's going to try for the TP, but the charge is already in. They kill off Thug underneath the tower. Silence is in onto 9. They have the follow-up stun into the Sonic Wave. 9, he's still alive. They get the phase shift off. Jumps back in with the orb. He will die, but the damage has already been done. They've lost 4 on Coolguys. They're going to lose the whole team as Tundra wipe them out of the game. I mean, it's getting brutal. We've seen many a team struggle against Tundra in this season, and normally in sort of games of this caliber, 15 minutes in, Tundra rolling over the enemy, and Coolguys, they just don't really have the means to slow them down or stop it. It feels like already it may just be too much for them.
You know, if you were in this game and Fada was bluffing earlier, right, where he goes up this high ground, he's clearly alone at the end of it, and you're like, why the hell didn't we kill him? That's why you would engage like this, right? Because it's like, well, he's bluffing. Look how confident he's playing.
And this as well. They were so close to killing off 9 at the start. They did, of course, get him at the end, but we saw that on this last bit of HP, he was able to get all 3 spells off onto 3 heroes. Coil, Waning Rift, and Orb. He gets them all off. He does die, but they were so close to maybe limiting that. Maybe if he wasn't able to get those 3 spells off, some of them would have lived, maybe being able to turn, but it wasn't to be. They couldn't quite kill him, despite having that full duration silence upon him.
Right, and because I think the reason that fight looks like it could have gone, oh, okay, Fada again. Definitely bluffing.
I mean, they're scared.
But they're very scared of him.
They're very careful about how they kill him.
I mean, what the hell are you supposed to think after those last 2?
They never really quite know what's waiting behind that gyro.
No, you can't. Oh, Blood Rage with the Invis and Ion Shell. Okay, that puck does a lot of damage now. Not going to do anything crazy. You don't have to. You've got an 8K gold. You don't need to go walking into some sentries. Makes sense. And, of course, Skeeter doing his classic build where he maxes Blood Rage and 1 point in Blood Right. This is something that you barely see any Bloodseekers doing. This is Skeeter special. Really likes going for the stats.
At this point, Coolguys, they've got to be very, very careful. Thug actually able to step away from the rest of his team to get some space down bottom. There's the Battle Fury in the Ogre Club on his way, of course, to that BKB, which he does need to go for straight off the back of the Battle Fury to have any sort of chance of a presence in these team fights. Of course, the damage will still be limited. Funny finally has the Blink Dagger on top of the armlet. but I mean, they've got to catch Tundra's heroes alone, really, to have that opportunity of jumping and getting the kill. They'll smoke up with this Funnick Blink Dagger pickup. Let's see if they can blow someone up with their ultimates, as you say. So the Soulbind, Sonic Wave, Static Storm, it's a good control, good damage. But they have to find someone alone, and Tundra's just not allowing that.
Yeah.
And we saw top pushed out, and then Tundra regrouping on the bottom lane. And they may just keep this push up onto the tier 2 tower. Only 9 around the mid, but of course as a puck, he's very slippery. They had to get that jump from Funnick. See if he can get it. Oh yeah, have to set up. Yeah, that'll do it. Funnick, big kill to be found. Snaking is charging over. I mean, they may have lost their puck, but they know how much of a lead they have right now, Tundra. They're happy to fight on 4 versus 5. The Static Storm's down to try and force them back, but Fada works his way around it. Sonic Wave comes back onto the 2 of them, but Funnick falls. Fada and Snaking still both at half HP, so Coolguys won't quite be able to finish them off as they can back away. They'll only lose the one hero, the Dragon Knight, but for Tundra, just showing that even if they lose a hero, they will run at Coolguys with the 4 of them and still be able to take someone down.
I like that call. It's pretty ballsy to fight without your Puck, who is arguably your strongest hero right now. I know Skeeter is more farmed, but I still think Puck just, at this point, is a super strong hero to be alive. But just like making sure that you know that with an AK gold lead, even without your Puck, you're stronger. And then if they're gonna get any kill, make them trade for it. So that way they can't snowball it into anything else. It's not an easy call to make where your mid dies, then it's like, okay, let's fight anyway. But it does make it so that Coolguys basically is back to square one again. Like they need to get another pick off if they want to snowball the map and farm any more jungle camps, push out any lanes.
It's the Roche pit for Tundra, and of course no contest here from Coolguys. They're not going to be looking to get involved until at least that BKB's done. For Thug, there we have it. Aegis into the hands of Skeeter. Tundra, they've been aggressive so far, but now even more so with the Aegis, and also a bold double damage on 9's Puck, ready for the next fight.
Yeah, and he went for the Kaya and Sant Witchblade build, so double damage on Puck, actually effective, surprisingly. Fada's always so far.
Mid, got the opening onto Skeeter, but of course he has Aegis and BKB. I'll be able to bring him down that once. They do have the Static Storm control as well onto 9. They'll try to bring down this Puck. He's falling low, they've been able to do it. They take down 9, but they've lost Thug, they've lost Noob. They'll lose Funnick as well as Skeeter battles on with the BKB. Funnick trying his best to toggle, gets a couple of them off. But surely the inevitable with him. A 3rd toggle, can he do another? Oh, he can 4th toggle, do it again, Funnick. Oh, he's doing it. Come on, Funnick, a 5th one, he's ready to go out with the blink. Oh, 33's there to ruin the show, though. Gives him a punch to the face. But nice try there from Funnick with some back-to-back toggles there.
Yeah, if there's anybody alive to actually come bail him out, that would have been
pretty
sick. I mean,
it was close to it.
It's just unfortunate that the toggles happen like at the end of the fight when they're running away, as opposed to like as the bait to start the fight.
Yeah, another rough set of events here for Coolguys, getting pushed further and further behind. And we saw, good commitment there to take Skeeter down the once, getting 9, but just the once at this stage is not enough. Skeeter ready to fight off the back of that Aegis with the BKB and take them all down. 6-0-7, yet to die this game. Skeeter on the Bloodseeker.
I do like the call from Coolguys. I feel like you have to go for something like that. You see that that Tundra were split, right? Fada was showing top and Skeeter was mid, and they were doing that because they had the Aegis. So Coolguys is just like, okay, well, this guy's positioning aggressively. There's not that many people behind him. Let's take this guy's Aegis. This is unacceptable. They're just so far behind that it results in them still losing a bunch of heroes. But if it was like a 5-6K gold lead and they do the same thing, that definitely is a one fight. Like, you have to go for plays like that. Otherwise, you just slowly lose.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got to give it a Coolguys. They're not buckling to the pressure.
No.
They're pulling off the plays or to their best attempt here whilst behind. They'll get the jump in to take down 33. And we'll lose DNZ for it, though. And Funnick taking it home and missile to the face. Noob tries to push back Skeeter. Blinks out, but Skeeter's got the movement speed, chasing Noob down. 4 dead again, maybe even 5 Thug. Now, Thug should be fine. He has a BKB.
You don't want to pop it for a 5 gyro that's running at you, but
you have to. That's Thug. He will be fine. He's there back to base. But another attempt there. They get the kill that they set out to find, but it cost them 4 lives. It only gets harder for Coolguys. But as I said, I am certainly enjoying their willingness to get out and do something. You know, this isn't a team that's like, hey guys, we're down 23-13, probably a fair bit of net worth. Let's just split up and farm.
Yeah.
They're trying to make moves. They're trying to get some action going, as hard as it may be in the position they are right now.
And Tundra is just doing a good job playing together. And the heroes that are getting caught are the ones with Aegis. These are tanky heroes. You know, it's not like you're seeing, well, then again, Fada's pretty damn tanky at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Snaking, honestly. So
Yeah.
there aren't really that great of catches. It would basically be 9 that's the best catch, but he hasn't been caught out, other than within a team fight, of course.
Yeah, last 2 times they have been good at laying down the static storm on him, keeping him controlled. Obviously, things will change once he has the BKB, but he's a fair bit away from that. Oh, top lane Snaky.
Oh my god.
Full sneaky mode here. Oh, all right.
He just accepts his fate. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is what a Spear Breaker player looks like.
Wow.
Peak performance.
Shadow Amulet, yeah, not working out from there.
Yeah.
And here we go. Coolguys. They get a kill. They go for the smoke.
I like this. This is really good. Chain Smoke, BKB PA. You know, Spear Breaker's dead. At the very least, like, this lets you get out and put some more.
If they get the jump on 33. Oh, he just blinked past the whole darn team. I mean, he's been caught in a static storm, and he will die. But he nearly dodged them all there with that blink out as they tried to initiate. But they will catch him. You know, Coolguys. This time, I mean, the last few times when they've gone for those smokes and those sort of opportunities, they haven't been great. They get a kill, they lose the whole team. This time, they get the kill, nothing is lost for themselves. Coolguys, I mean, it's in the net. They're keeping it cool.
Oh, and I just did the math, and that actually was worth it for 33 to get the bounty, to steal the bounty rune.
Oh, what do you mean, what for the money? What we got on the numbers?
72 gold each, times 5.
Times 5.
That's roughly 1,000.
1,000.
According to my mathematics.
Yeah, in Canadian dollars.
$389 is roughly equivalent to 389, which would be less. No, I'm not doing the math, but it's roughly
it's close.
It's equivalent.
It is.
Of course, the XP is, you know, a different story.
Yeah.
But if you're 33, you're definitely saying #worth.
Oh, what we got coming out here? How's Thug looking after the BKB? He's got the hammer. Where's the rest of it? Still working on it. Still working on it. It's a bit of time needed.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty important. I feel like, dude, Fada is a maniac.
Whoa. He's out on his own top. They'll punish him. I mean, another nice little pick-off here for Coolguys.
He's level 15. He's actually giving a lot of XP when he dies.
Yeah, it's not sort of those early deaths. No. It's now at a point where, yeah, Coolguys, they'll be very happy with a kill like that.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of those situations where you're just like, guys, this is a support, but he's so high level. This is a good kill. There's some games where a support just pops off and killing them is like killing a core in another game.
Dire's bottom tower.
That does result in a trade, though, but I kind of feel like Tundra probably could have gotten that without having Gyro have to go down there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There we go, the maths here. Oh, there we go, there's the numbers for you, Jenkins.
Well, let's see, total...
I mean, already that's too much numbers for me, you know.
Yeah, they lost actually quite a lot by my calculations there from what I saw on the screen. About 879 minus 370.
Noob taking some nice double ancient stack here. Getting his way towards the Lincoln Sphere. Oh, he's not going to be okay. He is not going to be okay. Noob will die for that.
Down. Yeah. See, that's what I would like to see, the camera shot after a death like that. For a
I mean, I got to say, going off what else we've seen, I imagine we have sort of an emotionless response.
Yeah, he was
chatting.
Yeah, he was chatty.
That's true.
Well, you know, I feel like it's represented in their play. Coolguys seems very lively and ready to go and look for things. Like they're not just done.
Oh, DNC. He's going to drop the storm, but he'll die here. There's no one else to help kill the puck off. Omar's going to be the new focus.
Wait.
Does turn, get the silence off onto the two of them. And he needs help. Is he going to get it?
Dude, Skeeter went down.
He did, and now Thug's going to fight. He's like, dude, there's no Bloodseeker, there's no carry. I want to get on this. And he's got the BKB good to go as well. Fada, he's alone. The rest of the Tundra, they're bailed on him. They're out of there.
Yeah, they killed, as all of that stuff was happening, they killed Skeeter with Thug. Thug is huge. Wait, how much gold did he get for that? He got 800
I mean, he must
gold.
have, he got the Death Zone. Yeah, on top of that, he's got 1,400 gold over the Death Zone. And he was working on the Death Zone moments ago. I mean, Thug's doing it. This is, for like, the last 10 minutes, they've been 10 to 13k behind. But I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a team play as consistently as they have been on Coolguys, whilst being this far behind. They're pulling it out the bag here.
Yeah, they're kind of doing it here. Thug's gonna have another item.
We'll see the Skeeter kill at the start, whilst we were watching, of course, what was going on with 9 and DNZ. Yeah, just trying to get over to the rest of his team. He didn't get the chance to. Coolguys shut him off.
Yeah, the old pincer attack. Very nice. Yeah, the thing with PA is, I know it's a 12k gold lead for Tundra, but man, this is not a hero that you want to be top net worth. PA can actually 1v5. It is one of those...
Yeah, there's nothing that sort of threatens PA big time for a BKB from Tundra. Like, this is a pretty good PA game, or?
Definitely the Bloodseeker's an issue.
Yeah.
I assume that Tundra, the way they play the next fight is to just everything thrown on Thug.
Yeah. Sure. But that's why, Noob's building a Lincoln's, right? He's going to throw that onto Thug.
Yeah, I think that would...
Let the PA go in.
That would make a lot of sense.
And he's, pretty close to it. Just 700 or so off, or 600 or so off the Void Stone and have the Lincoln Sphere done. So something else that he could just put on Thug, let Thug get in the fight. And yeah, with the BKB pop, not too much to worry about. That Rupture will be blocked.
And Thug is going for Basher too, so he's like all in on damage. And I think that's the correct play here. I don't think you go for like a Lincoln's on Thug, because...
No, you need to build... Yeah, to carry, you got to rely on your teammates for that sort of defensive potential.
Exactly, because you're the highest net worth hero. Like, you're the only one doing damage. You need to do damage. Let your team build the defensive stuff.
Oh, Snake King just passing through. Oh, and he's going all the way back.
What the?
There's a big old glimpse there.
Form up.
Oh, 9. He wants to get Noob dropping the. I think they're going to just let Noob go maybe, unless he's out off the back of this, and he might just be. Actually, pops the Eon disc as well off 9. And then can they set up to turn things around next to Noob? He's got another blink out. I mean, Sonic Wave to push him back. They got to be careful now, Tundra. Skeeter still wants to try and fight this Funnick. He's going to go for the TP out. There's nothing to stop him. Funnick's away. Tundra, they've used a fair few ults for this, and they haven't got any of the kills.
Yeah, Thug doesn't have to worry about the Rupture anymore.
Yeah, perfect disengage there from Coolguys. They get themselves completely out of harm's way. Tundra, now they're going to be at a bit of a point. They know these ults aren't up. Sure, they have an Aegis, but Coolguys, they want to try and get some of the catches. They won't be able to get the glimpse back. Skeeter, even though he has the Aegis, not wanting to risk being put right underneath the faces of Coolguys. He'll BKB TP out.
Yeah, he's straight TPs, and I think that's the right play here. Coolguys, they did such an excellent job in that last little engagement, just baiting so many things here, and then getting out. And so Tundra recognizes that. Like, we have nothing up, even with the Aegis. We can just have Skeeter get kited, and then everybody else dies, and then Skeeter dies twice.
Yeah.
So let's just back off, wait until we have our stuff up again, and then go back in.
Oh yeah, Tundra, of course they still feel the strength of the lead they have. They'll be heading back into the jungle of Coolguys. Mid lane, DNZ will get run down by 9. So Tundra can get a catch for Thug behind the tower. They're in with the Dream Core, but the BKB's up. Thug again, not wanting to mess around. Coolguys, they don't want to fight. They'll just keep their distance, and then they'll get everybody else out of it. So again, a bit of play with only DNZ going down, the rest of Coolguys avoiding these attempted moves from Tundra whilst they run across the map with the Aegis on Skeeter.
Coolguys has not really been farming this whole time, though. Like, the previous plays, they were either getting kills or farming. Disengaging is nice when you can get something from it, but Tundra is just not letting it happen. Like, you can see they keep cutting across and keep cutting across. You can't farm here. We're going to kill you.
Impossible.
Taking out the supports here.
Is under attack.
And of course, still gearing up for this high ground push whilst they've got some minutes left on the Aegis.
Tower has fallen.
Especially when there's 2 heroes down, neither with buyback available as well. So it's going to be difficult for Coolguys to push them back with just the 3 of them if they keep standing their ground outside of the base. Tundra So what they're going to do, Skeeter is going to get jumped, but at the same time, 33 is in onto Thug. Thug retreating back over to the safety of Noob. They've got DNZ back in the game. Deep a charge here from Snaking. He goes and he gets the kill.
Boy.
That's a huge one as well. Takes out Thug. Just moments away from his fountain, and Thug does not have buyback. Skeeter, he's going to be ready to fight them. The coil controls there. Onto Noob. Punch back onto Funnick. And for us all, the good attempts the Coolguys did have to try and keep themselves in this game, it's very drastically, completely falling out of control. They've lost 4. No buybacks available there. As Tundra, just like that, they see an opportunity. Snaking sees an opportunity to go in. Kills the PA outside the fountain. No buybacks available, and everything's back to business for Tundra.
Man, a good Spear Breaker player right now looks scary. This Shadowblade build where... Okay, like, what do? You see this guy charge a creep wave, he insta-kills it because of the Shadowblade move speed. And what are you going to do, dust him? He has Bulldoze on. Or what that was. There he is. Charging away. I mean, he doesn't even have to use the Shadowblade. I like the drums as well. It means that he can almost one-shot creep waves. Maybe he could if he actually used Bulldoze. But you can't dust him because he's just going to Bulldoze.
Yeah,
You're dusting the
he's
last
just off and he's out
on him. So it's like he can just clear all of these creep waves and get across the map and help his team. It's like there's no way to get out on the map if you're Coolguys against this hero. I understand why this is the most picked hero on pro level pubs currently. I really do. Like, this hero is so goddamn strong. People just needed to do the right build on it.
Which is Shadowblade first.
Yeah, I like the drums too.
Yep.
It's a small item. It's you know, doesn't take away too much from the Shadowblade, but yeah, the Shadowblade really makes the hero impossible to deal with. Aghanim Scepter, of course. Now the cooldown on that charge, it's basically instant cast. It's ridiculous.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Coolguys, of course. They're back out with the smoke. Tundra, they are on the high ground. Fada is going to be the first to be spotted. Get the stun off straight away, in with the vacuum wall onto the 3 of them. Sonic Wave will burst through Fada. Noob in trouble. Charge across, bashing over into Funnick. As Funnick, he's going to struggle to stand his ground for too much longer as they've lost Thug. It's over. GG is called. Tundra, they will take this game 1. A game that was pretty much comfortably in their hands for the majority. As entertaining as it was to see Coolguys try and fight back, they were just never able to catch anywhere close to the lead that Tundra had in this one.
Confident from them. Really confident from Tundra. They were extremely greedy in this game in terms of, like, basically every hero that they had was farming somewhere, and yet they were still getting kills, and yet if they were dying, they were still getting the trades. Like, they could have played that game where they just don't die at all and they run over Coolguys, but maybe it takes, I don't know, 10 minutes longer or something like that, or they have less farm. They just decided that in that game, they think that they could farm a lot, and it resulted in some opportunities for Coolguys, which they did a great job at taking.
They did. Coolguys took them.
But you could see that was within Tundra's plan. Like, they knew that Fada was bluffing a lot. They knew that sometimes he was going to die, and that they would be able to turn that around and get something from it. So just, yeah, solid, confident play from them.
Yeah, a tough game as sort of expected in this game 1 for Coolguys. Try as they might with the moves to get back in, they just couldn't quite. Tundra continuing on the same form that we've continued to see. Very consistent.